It's football time in Tennessee. Glad to have you with us from Knoxville, and the evening stage is set for just a spectacular showdown on the banks of the Tennessee River, where the Volunteers are set to open another season. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. The pass intercepted. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down coming up. Gets it out quickly. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give on the counter. Bulls his way forward. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, He's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Using the quick game. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Reads it, fires complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin.
Nothing but green ahead. The 10. Touchdown ball. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the single running back. Turns it on in midfield. Give him 96 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
and you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw on second down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that pass intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a huge play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Surging forward on the sneak. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. On to attempt to try.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, just keeps firing. It's complete to the left. Fights off the defender. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he lays out, and he's got it down the left side. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Tar Heels with the first and 10. The running back has it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 21, Tennessee 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. You can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, or, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. At the 45, on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Going up top on first down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A hand to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown ball! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. When we get to the offseason and they start...